Live. Hello, my friends. And welcome to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands AP here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. McKenna had some technical difficulties right before we got started, so I figured I'd put us on this screen and I would start today's... Oh, McKenna's here.
Huzzah.
There we go.
Returned.
McKenna has returned. There we go. Hey, McKenna, welcome back. We're live.
Hi. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my internet tonight, y'all. I'm on my phone hotspot, and hopefully that's better, but, like...
Chaos.
It truly was chaos for a minute.
Yes, it was. I have switched out solo audio. But, friends, tonight, Strength of Thousands AP... We have our usual cast of characters, our usual band of friends, but before we... Our folio of friends. I like that better. Before we get started with that, though, a couple announcements. We have other shows on this channel. Many other shows on this channel, in fact. Tomorrow night, we're off.
Yee.
Wednesday night, League of Amazing Adventurers. They're level 20. They're trying to kill a god, who's also one of the characters' ex-husbands / boyfriends / fiancés. Guy was kind of awful, so they're looking forward to killing him. Thursday, we're off. Friday, Astral Calling. It's our D&D 5e Spelljammer show. I think it's pretty fun so far. It'll be fun to see. It'll be fun to see where they decide to go next week. And that one's fully uploaded to YouTube with thumbnails and stuff.
It's fun to watch.
Well done.
Yeah. So go
And there's
watch
no
that.
grognards in the comments.
And there's no grognards. I was going to get to that shortly. Then we have on Saturday Salt and Strategy with Will, Matt, Calf, and Chad. Calf is just off screen, probably in the chat right now. Hi, Calf. There they are. Then on Sunday we have my favorite solo show that I think I've ever done, Stardew Sunday. I play Stardew Valley and swear at Junimo Kart a lot. But
yeah.
we're just about to finish year 1. We're already at 10 for our skills. We only have 3 items left in the community center to complete it by the end of year 1. This is the most efficient I've ever played Stardew. And if you want to see me play Stardew much less efficiently, in a couple of weeks, get ready for another show we're doing on Sundays. It'll be kind of switching off with regular Stardew Sunday, I think, which is a Stardew Sunday, but with friends.
Yay! Friends.
And for that show, we have a Wild Matt playing Stardew Valley for the first time.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're like, huh?
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
You talked about it in the group chat with us.
I said I would think about it. I don't even own the game.
I was going to get you the game.
It's like $10. Usually $5 because it's on sale.
I don't know, Matt. It's a pretty scary game. You might want to think twice about playing.
Boopy.
It involves commitment, the most terrifying thing of all.
But speaking of commitments,
Tourism.
the other people who have committed to doing that show with us is our friend Aubrey, Matt's friend first, who then became my friend because Matt introduced me to them, and that's how I make friends, is by becoming friends with my friends' friends. And then Emily,
How friendship works.
who is Mofarts on Twitch and is also the person I'm currently dating. Anyway, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that show.
I feel like I am now obligated to play.
Believe you are now.
I mean,
Yes.
Aubrey made the
It'll be the bit. You're forced to play Stardew Valley.
Aubrey made the whole Twitch thing for us. Aubrey made a whole bunch of stuff.
Can I go like the evil route where I just cannibalize everyone?
No, that's
I love the pause that came after that. I'm sure that's not a...
That's the forest.
I'm still stuck on the
Civ,
on my
yeah.
mindset from Civ, where I got to join the Vampire Secret Society.
Oh no, I'm scared our GM's in the vampire mindset. Is this the week we die?
Well, if it is the week we die, I have a really fun homebrew thing cooking up. So,
No!
Completely out of context, you might encounter a spooky black carriage this week, depending on how quickly things progress.
Fair enough. But I think
McKenna zooms in. Oh,
Listen, I'm still fighting for my fucking life out here.
Speaking of fighting,
we
for
appreciate
our
your
fucking
efforts.
Lives,
Yeah, speaking
that's
of
what
fighting
we're
for our
doing
fucking
in this
lives.
campaign.
That's what we're doing right now. I'm going to let Matt introduce ourselves, but I'm going to add a caveat to our thing. Because friend of the show, PJ McCall on Twitter, posted a very interesting question online today, asking what Pathfinder 2e class you would see yourself as if you were in the Pathfinder 2e world. So, Matt, as people are being introduced, including yourself, tell us what you think you would be.
All right. Well, this is going to go very badly, possibly. But hello, everyone. I am Matthew. I'm the GM for this particular adventure path / stream, Urban Off, various places on the internet. I've always struggled with this. I don't know. Militant Bard? I'm not sure. Inspiration? I don't know. It's a class I feel very comfortable playing anyway. But for people who I think have much stronger class identity, because they think a lot about their characters, McKenna.
That's so fascinating because I was about to say that I think I'd probably be an NPC.
Oh no.
No.
But like a fun one, like the favorite shopkeep?
Yeah, if there's a little shop that sells caramel somewhere in Galarian, I could work there.
There, now magic caramels.
I guess okay, I have questions about your question. For example, like
Okay.
is it if we were in the world of Galarian or is it in the real world?
I will go.
Where magic does not exist.
I'm going to PJ's Twitter right now.
It is essentially an alternate way of asking
Yes.
what dormitory in a school you would have been.
So,
But as classes in Pathfinder instead.
what's your Pathfinder class? I'll go first. Champion Redeemer. So PJ is a Champion Redeemer, which I agree with.
He's got that heroic build.
He's got that like going for him.
I think in a world where magic exists, I would have to seek it out somehow. And if I was not born with it, a la sorcerer or oracle, which would probably be my first choice, I would just have to go wizard. So that's probably what I would do. But I'm not playing a wizard tonight. I'm playing the other class that gets their magic-y powers from a secondary source. I'm playing the witch. And I have a little hat for my little bat. And I'm
This is the
so
second time this has
excited
shown up
about
and
it.
you love it.
When we discovered
So
this.
I discovered on Friday. So I have the Akko Nendroid from Little Witch Academia, and the hat that comes with the
Nendroid.
figure is completely removable, and it does fit on the head of all of my stuffed animals in some capacity. So here is little Avi, and also this little keychain stuff. He doesn't have a name, but they do look especially cute with the little hat on. I'm obsessed with this. If you
Apparently.
hear this sound off screen, that's me playing with it and dropping the hat. And I'm McKenna Rayart on all the socials. So if you're seeing this and thinking, wow, I want to see more of that, that's where you can find me online.
McKenna, did you post a TikTok before this?
You sure did. And I'm making fun of Cooper.
Oh, that's a nice change of pace. Usually it's me.
Usually it's me.
But speaking of people who know how to accessorize, Zoe, who are you playing tonight?
Oh, that's me. I know how to. I'm wearing a hat.
Little beret.
Wow. Woo. I'm Zoe. I play Ophelia, and since she is actually my first character in PF2, I'm I think she's probably my little self-insert. I would most definitely be a bard if I was in the Pathfinder world. I would definitely be a polymath bard actually too, because she's kind of a jack of all trades. Um and yeah, I would want to go to a wizarding school. I think the Mogambia is really neat, except that they don't have a school nurse. But I mean,
Maybe that's what I would be.
it
is
gives
just
you
like a
more job
magical-
opportunities to become the school nurse, so that's kind of neat, I guess.
No competition.
I imagine it's deeply rooted in an argument someone had ages ago where someone wanted to like bring in like a cleric and someone on the staff who has like a prejudice against divine magic because it doesn't make
Like-
any sense from a wizard perspective. They were
Yeah.
like, no, and then it never got resolved. And so like the paperwork to start the process to hire an actual nurse with no magic at all, just
And then
you
they
know,
were
medical
like,
training, it's
"What
just
is
sitting in
that?"
someone's outbox somewhere. But speaking of people who chose not to navigate horrible bureaucratic nightmares and went and did practical research, Sarah.
Yay! I'm practical.
At least your character, I mean.
Well, I'm also technically very practical. Hi, I'm Sarah Margaret. I am Big Red Cat Pictography on social medias. And to answer the question, probably specifically something I have never played in a game before, Druid.
Oh.
But if we're gonna like wheedle it down, I'd be the druid that records animals, mostly because that is what I do.
Nice.
I just take photos of animals and raise
Yeah.
cats and things like that. But funny story, I have A, never played a catfolk, and B, never played a druid before. Which people think is weird. Nor have I ever had a cat familiar in game, which is also weird.
Which is odd, yeah, because it is one of, I think, one of the most popular familiars beyond like a bird of some kind.
The
or
only
an
familiar
imp.
I think I've ever had is a wolf familiar.
Ooh.
Oh, I remember Xander.
Xander. Good wolf.
Xander.
Good wolf.
Also,
What a good boy.
I'm going to amend my previous thing. I would be a bard with the rogue dedication because if my inspiring words and charisma don't do it, I'm just gonna shank a bitch. Pardon my But look over there.
Words don't know.
No.
Knives do.
Matt, you're letting the Transcona show there.
I lived in St. James for most of my life, Will.
That's the stabbing is the thing.
Oh, yes.
Not the
Sorry. I'm
Winnipeg
also
age.
playing Charlotte, the toxicologist. That's a thing that I'm doing.
Yeah. And speaking of people who are face down on the ground unconscious and possibly bleeding out, Will, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Igora, Gamma, and Choco. Maybe not for long. If only I had a whole file of characters that I would need to eventually play through. Not me with 27 different thaumaturges that I have built to level 20.
But before I get into the context of what that face down on the ground means, Will, why don't you go ahead and roll that intro?
Yes, also I would be a thaumaturge because I put all my self-work in outside sources. We're back, Matt.
Yes, and speaking of wonderful art, I am very excited to get you all to see McKenna's latest art for my character on Friday on this channel.
Oh wait, did that
I sent everything to you, Will. Don't worry.
I got them today. I just didn't realize that it had Darius art. Like, I thought you did new artwork for Darius. McKenna, can you send me the Darius art so that I can put the
It's
token
in the Astral Calling Discord.
That's
is
where I got it.
Am I just stupid? I might just be
Well-
blind.
Where you have a lot of Discords muted, Will.
I do have a lot of Discord.
You're younger than me. You're
That's
supposed to be more
true.
up on looking at things
Up on
on
the
phones
Discord
and stuff.
notifications.
I'm old.
Oh, that's
I am
great.
proud, but then immediately fearful that I am slowly getting better at anthropomorphic cats.
I was going to comment on something
I
about
mean,
that.
hey, if you're a member,
There's
of
a lot of
PF2
money to be made there, McKenna.
If you're a
There's
member of the
so
PF2
much money to
community,
be made there.
McKenna does characters with fur and scales real well. Commission
Only
reviews
from the
That's
neck up.
not how I want to
From the neck
advertise
up.
myself. I charge extra for anthro because it takes me longer typically.
That's fair.
So
Drawing hair is a nightmare of mine.
Oh, drawing hair is like my favorite part. Maybe you'll offer a discount for people who have like a lot of hair. No, I'm not doing that. Don't quote me on that.
It's where they keep all the secrets and character
Where they
development.
keep all their secrets. That's why Ophelia and Nimbus have such big hair. They both have big hair.
Big hair.
But, so, Strike the Thousands adventure path. We are following the adventures / careers of a group of now lore speakers at the Magambia, the premier magic school in all of Galeria. I'm just going to say so. I wanted to do like a team cheer there, but then I realized that the Megami doesn't have any sort of even magical sports teams. We need to fix that too. So a nurse, magical sports team mascot, so we can say go Owlbears or something, but that's taken. So we need something else. Go Chimeras. I don't know. Go fighting Chimeras. Maybe. It might have to be something magical that is cool for wizards, but other people who like fall sports will look at it and say, that sounds not impressive. And then the wizards try to explain it in a very nerdy way. But no, it's really fun if you think about it this way.
Well, we're definitely not the Griffins.
No. That one has a bad history. This school killed a potential student before they even started.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yikes.
Yeah, some poor Anandi.
Goss has never forgotten.
Oops.
Go
He still has the
Cantrips.
nightmares.
I love that mark.
Oh, the cantrips. There's potential there. Now I want to make a logo.
We can do it. We're cantrips.
A cantrip with like a little face or something like a. Now I want to go into Photoshop. Anyway, but when last we left our group of lore speakers / adventurers, they had, in pursuit of some abducted students and family members of students, infiltrated the prison of the Vacant Eye, which is being sort of co-run by a group of Cyclopses and Knights of Abednego. They managed to sort of come to an agreement with the head Cyclops researcher, who, really not caring about her Cyclops subordinates, locked herself in her room, and then you guys dealt with the rest of the Cyclopses in very good fashion. Then you guys proceeded upstairs, and unfortunately immediately ran into the leader of the Knights of Abednego, who actually behaved like a smart person and tried not to fight the entire group at once, ran past you guys and summoned some assistance. They then unfortunately stabbed poor Igura and Choco a lot.
No, Igor and Gama. Choco's still on
Igor and Gama.
That's fine.
Good point.
That's true.
And though Endures in Darkness, your Mushroom Leshy TA, managed to split the enemy party a little bit by separating one of the jailers in a stone-walled off little section. So the odds are a little bit better now, but you guys are facing down. They're not unscathed, but they still have a decent amount of their health left. One jailer and one warden who are looking at you guys with murder in their hearts because they're Knights of Abednego. They're not nice people. But that was a stone wall of stone spell from Endurance of Darkness, which is 3 actions. So then we move on. Ophelia's picking up at the start of the initiative today.
All right. We are keeping Bardsong up for sure, which was Inspire Heroes. So that is still that lovely +3. And then we are going to throw. Who's looking more hurt of the two? Would you say
That is a question I can't answer.
Cat.
Oh, sorry, of the enemies.
Yeah.
I would say that the person who has taken the most damage by the looks of it is actually Yonso, the warden, the catfolk
Okay.
guy who was, reading on his bed and then immediately snapped into murder mode when they saw you and didn't recognize you.
Murder mittens mode. All
Murder
right.
mittens.
Well, we're gonna throw a cute little painful vibrations at him. We're gonna try that funny little thing where you sing so high you shatter a glass, but it's with organs. Ah.
Mm.
So we're
I was
gonna.
gonna say bones, but shattering organs is even worse.
I think it's worse by far.
Actually,
Go
hold on
for
a sec.
safe.
For some reason, my brain thought you meant the instrument organ, and my entire thought process was, I love a good deep reverberating organ, though.
Pretty aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Nice.
Hold on a sec. I had my things closed on me for some reason. I need to reopen
So that would be
the
44. We're at 44 damage right now.
and it is a fort save, I think. My second webcam is in the way. Fort save. Oh, that is their less good save. I'll just give you a little cheeky little hint there.
Cheeky.
34. Success, but not critically.
All right. So then they're going to take half of that damage.
So that will be
half
a nice
44 is
44, 22.
2d2. 2d2. That's my turn.
22. Oh, that makes it a nice round number. I appreciate that.
Of course. You know, I always give you pretty numbers.
And deafen for one round, but they're not really a spellcaster, so outside of some very specific circumstances, it's probably not going to affect them much. But we then move on to the Bendigo jailer who is trapped in the stone wall. They are going to step, and they are going to make 2 strikes on the wall. It does have an AC, but it cannot be critically hit, and it has a decently high hardness, so it may actually take him a while to break through the wall. And plus, he may critically fail the attack. So, that is a hit, and that is a hit, but that is barely going to be any damage because the wall has a hardness of 14, so that's 2, and then nothing. So he did 2 damage to the wall. It has an HP of 50, so he's not rejoining the fight anytime soon.
Thank goodness.
I'm also going to make a note here of what the health is, so it's at 48. All right, that moves right through his turn to Yansu, who is gauging whether or not he can jump through this angry bird that's still in the way. But he also sees various casters going at the back there. And he doesn't like the spell that you just cast on him, and he can see that you are buffing everyone else, Ophelia. So, Yansu.
I stick my tongue out at him.
Also, because he hasn't seen any healing coming from Endures in Darkness yet, he doesn't know to prioritize killing the healer.
So that could only be a good thing, honestly.
For the moment, it's only a good thing. I just checked
Little
in their
does he
movement.
know I can heal too.
Me too, kind of.
Now, Will,
Not
are you
me.
going to
I'm
prevent...
disadvantaged.
I don't know if you can just choose to let him, but are you going to try and stop him from moving through Choco's space?
I mean, Choco doesn't let him move through, so he will have to tumble through.
All right, acrobatics then. Oh, crit failure!
Ooh, can't get through the chicken bird's leg.
All right, well, he moves up and then stops immediately. All right, so now is tumble through is a separate action to the movement, or is that part of it?
It is a move action.
All right, so I just spent 2 actions then, I guess, because I moved up, did a tumble through, which failed, and now I'm... So he's just going to, look at this stupid bird that's getting in his way, and is going to... But it's not going to get any of his bonuses to anything, because he doesn't have an ally nearby or anything, so he's just going to hit it with 1 trident attack. 31.
Hits, does not crit.
12 piercing, and that's it, because he doesn't get any bonuses because the ally is not close by. Igra! First death saving throw, I think.
Give me 1 second. I need to take Choco's damage. Minus 12. Okay, first save. D20. I need a... Okay. Cool.
Dying 1?
Yep, but Choco still gets to do a thing. Choco is going to take a bite on Yonsu.
Plus
Hero
3.
point. I'm hero
But
pointing
you-
that.
Wait, really?
You,
Yep.
you want to hero play that while you're doing death saving throws?
36
That will hit.
for
For 10
13 piercing damage.
13. All right. Will now has no life insurance.
Oh,
If he
Well,
wants
you
to
know,
play a
Will's-
different
Will's
character, I
dad
guess.
to the
Oh,
rescue
Gary.
just came in with
No,
another.
you didn't need to do that. I don't want that hero point. Give it to someone else. Let me be
We,
risky.
hey,
Why do you not want to play Eager anymore?
I like to play Eager. I just like to live dangerously.
Aw, thank you, Gary.
Or
do you like to
Our
play Igor?
people.
You sure
Oh.
fooled
our
us.
people have spoken. You take that hero point.
I will.
They
All right.
want you to live.
The other Abednego jailer who, don't worry, boss, I'll get us that chicken dinner, and is going to just spend a turn attacking Choco.
Not in this fortnight.
Hey.
Leroy Dragon. Mancatcher the first. 37.
That's a crit.
22 slashing and restrain on. He's not going to even bother to try and restrain Choco. He's just going to keep stabbing him with the Mancatcher.
Keep going.
36.
That's a crit.
32. Crit fail.
Yep.
Natty one.
All right, Charlotte, Avi, you'll be up next.
I am going to start off with a lovely electric arc on Yonsu over there. Hopefully hit the guy next to him as well.
Reflex, you say. Unfortunately, Reflex is their best save.
Of course it
But
is.
they barely passed because I rolled a
Wow.
3.
So
About
that'll
what's
be
his
16 because of Ophelia's bonus damage.
So 8.
Yep.
Meat to beat. So 8 damage. Now the other one, Jailer, where's their reflex? Boop. They fail, so they'll take the full 14.
16.
16, thank you. Oh, which brings it down to another nice round number.
See? Pretty numbers.
I appreciate that.
They're nice, and we love to see them. We also love to see some very specific bomby bombs being
Oh.
thrown.
I do love how like how Choco is still sort of tanking by just being an obstacle.
Honestly.
That's
Love to see it.
why I grabbed animal companions so that they could act as human shields for my friends.
Because it's almost like we're a group of spellcasters.
You know what? I can't complain. I got the tumble through when it mattered most, so
Yeah, you
I'm going
did.
to throw a moderate acid flask over at
Oh.
Yonsu.
that becomes a 33, I believe, with Bard Song. Or does Bard Song only work for strikes?
Nope, Bard Song works for every attack roll, and that's
Okay, good. Because that will make it a hit then, because they have an AC of 31.
Ugh, nasty.
Ooh, cool. So they get that nice persistent acid and the splash damage.
I'm just going to do the first round of it right now. Thank you for putting the icon on there.
No worries. I'm literally doing nothing else right now.
You are being here, and we appreciate you all. I think that is, your whole actions. That moves on to Avi, and then Endures in Darkness is up next.
All right, I'll make this nice and easy for you. I'm not sustaining anything at the moment, so I will be using 3 actions to Magic Missile Yonsu at 3rd level
Ooh.
with Bard Song, so that'll be 64
Ooh.
plus 24, I believe. Is my math right on that?
Will says yes, and I think he's right.
Oh,
36.
a lot of ones. 36, though.
I mean, to be fair, 1s out of D4s, which
Yeah, but those could have been 4s.
they could have been.
Ooh, damage is
But
damage.
still,
Damage is damage. And it's force damage, so he can't do
I'll let you
goddamn
know.
thing.
that was 1 point over how much half health they have left.
Ooh.
So you did it 1 point over half their health. I phrased that really weirdly. I apologize.
You did,
I
yeah.
was about to be really excited, but that's fun to know. Fun fact.
Yeah, big hit. And as a reminder, what form do your magic missiles take?
You see Avi kind of drawing little runes in the air, and then they just kind of pew, like a little dart of light bursts through the center
Ooh.
of them and shoots out at whatever the target is.
So the real presentation's in the setup.
Yes, precisely. That's why it takes 3 actions. And that is my whole turn. And now
All right.
I've just put a big old target on my little bat face. So
I need to check something real quick with Endures in Darkness' spell list, if I can get his darn character sheet open. Ah, there it is. Because he's got possibly one of Matt's old tricks that he's going to do. I just have to
Who's
check.
that?
An ancient scholar.
Ooh.
Sounds difficult. See, it's the
Okay.
big bad at the end of the campaign.
He's going to try and be sneaky about this, and he's going to run up, and I think this is only 2 actions. Yes, he's going to cast Pass Wall and try and make a 10-foot pit right underneath the jailer, because they seem to have more health left.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be, I think, a reflex save to avoid falling straight down the pit on the jailer. So they are going to make a reflex. 36. They are going to catch they are going to catch the edge of the thing, but it is going to have to be an action for them to pull themselves up. So that's the end of Endures in Darkness turn. We move on to Ophelia. But the guy is down sort of in a pit. So just so you know, they're in a pit.
My cantrips got turned off, but I didn't touch anything, so I was just very confused for a second. Let's see. Well, we're gonna keep Bard Song up, of course, but we're also going to try. Let's see. Give me a basic will save for this guy.
On the jailer?
Yeah, for a daze.
Y'all keep making moves I don't understand. Boop. 29.
So close. All right. So he's gonna take let's see, that would be a 14. Half of that.
Okay,
So
14, so that'd be 7.
And that's my turn.
All right, I'm just moving that to the map layer so I can actually select these guys. All right, we move on to the guy who's still in his little stone prison. He's just going to make 3 attacks on the wall with his man catcher. Hit, that will only be 4 damage. Hit, that will be another 4 damage, so 8 damage. You hit, another 4 damage. Wow, weirdly consistent. So 12 damage in total. The wall is still standing strong, though. 10 feet thick. Or not 10 feet thick, that would be crazy.
Scary.
Yonso's turn, who is just going to kind of glance at their companion, who's now hanging on a lip of the thing. Fool, can't do anything right. And they're going to try and tumble through. 41.
That'll tumble through.
Okay.
Man.
All right, so they get right to here. And then lacking, because they don't want to waste any more movement actions, they are going to stab Charlotte twice with their trident. 31.
Yeah.
Hit, but not a crit, so that is 22 piercing. They don't get any bonuses because they're not near a companion. And just a second attack. 31, so another 15, so for a total of 37.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Igra, save, please. And then
Yes.
Choco stuff.
Sorry about that. I misclicked on my thing, chat.
Did they take that residual splash damage? That poison
Yes,
damage?
they did at the start. Matt did it when they got
Yeah, I did it at the start of last turn,
But
so I
Matt-
will roll the, yep. Thank you for reminding me. They keep going with the residual.
Yep, they do.
Nice.
Okay, so Choco. Sorry, I'm just making it so that people can see again. Choco, well, Igara's death save. I can't see it. Grumble, grumble. Ooh! I have to use the hero point I got, so I don't die. Because that was a critical failure.
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Was it? I thought it was
Yeah.
just a 2.
Yeah, but I was at dying 2, so the DC is 12. Which would have been 2
Why were you
saves.
dying 2?
Because I failed the last one.
Wouldn't that only make you dying 1?
No, because
Yeah.
when you're dying, you start at dying 1.
Oh, you started dying
Yeah,
1.
You start at dying 1. I went down to dying 2, and then that would have killed me, but hero
All right,
points
so
stabilized
Igra has stabilized.
for now.
But he's still unconscious.
Jeez.
I did live dangerously and would have died. That's funny.
Yeah. Which is why you always hold on to the life support.
It's all about the risk. But hey, Choco has Yonsu in flanking. Ugh, 20.
3?
Yeah, that's not
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Nope.
All right, that's me.
Will, do you remember the DC for pulling yourself out of a pit?
It's not a DC, it's just an action.
Okay. The jailer is going to pull himself up out of a pit, is going to look quite cross, and is going to try and stab Endures in Darkness with his man catcher.
Quick, kick him back into the pit.
38. That will hit, but not critically, because Endures in Darkness's AC is decent now. 27. So that will be 12 slashing. So that brings it down to 116. And then they're going to actually try and use the man catcher thing for restrain. So Endurance of Darkness has to pass a reflex save. That is a failure. They are now restrained and held by the man catcher. And to escape, they're going to possibly take some damage. And then the guy is just going to, while holding on to the man catcher one-handed, is just going to lash out with a little underhanded dagger. 28. That will hit. Another 12 piercing to Endures in Darkness. That moves us on to Charlotte's turn. You have a very angry-looking warden right in your face.
You indeed. I don't like it. I don't like
Well,
it at all.
they don't like acid in their hair, so I think you're both equal at this point.
Yes. Do you want to roll that acid damage now so we don't forget it?
Sure. I mean, if you were talking to me.
No, I was talking to Sarah. But
Yeah.
Right. Remind me what that is.
just click on the moderate acid flask again.
That would make sense, yes. I'm still stupid.
Oh, 9. Pretty good.
Good. Cool. So, that's some nice persistent damage.
And that's not even an action, so just...
Nope. My action is going to be... I had a thought, and now I realize it's not a good thought. I'm gonna cast lightning.
Oh, just as a warning, I almost forgot this. You did take a hit from them last turn, right?
Yes.
You are slowed 1 because you took damage from their hampering strike.
Okay, this shouldn't be a problem then. If I
You have
cast
2 actions.
lightning bolt,
Oh. Yeah, I think that's only 2 actions.
they'll probably save, but
Not a crit save, though, so they're going to take half.
Choco will take the
15
full amount.
damage?
Oh, Choco goes unconscious.
my bad.
But the jailer
panicked.
the jailer will also have to make that.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose they will.
120.
All right, the jailer is going to try. They are also going to succeed, so they are both going to take half.
They
So
both take
15 each. That's a pretty solid hit on Yotso. They are looking pretty hurt. And if you had to put a number to the jailer, I would say they're well below triple digits now. If
Great.
you had to quantify life.